Hey, what's up, Scott? Another more. What's up? I was talking to Scott on my stream, so I'm gonna have to meet you on. What do you mean you wouldn't been worried about me? Because I haven't been streaming? Yeah, I switched to 4 10-hour days, but it ended up being more than 4 hour. You know, it's 4 10-hour days plus a Friday. So I was like, well, I'm not going to stream until Saturday. So, all right, I think I'm ready to go here. Nah, man, I'm good. It's just been busy. Turn this yaw dampener off. So I thought I had this area of New Jersey, the ortho files for this, but evidently not. Not really worried. I saw he kept losing connection. I mean, I didn't watch it or anything. I was busy. Yeah. There's something wrong with X-Plane right now, I think. Because my frames will drop from 30 frames. I mean, it'll be anywhere from 35, 30 frames down to 16 frames. It's just crazy. And it was because of this new update. That 84 megabyte update they had. It's crazy. Let's get this thing lined up on the center line. We'll take off. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think I have that much of a problem. I don't know what his internet is like either. I have fiber here, so. There you go. Here coming up. Flaps coming up. And we'll hit set autopilot. We're just going to climb out at 200 knots. Yeah, I was thinking about flying to Pantera, but that's a long flight from New Jersey to Wilmington in the Pantera. So I already set up the flight plan, the GTN 750. I was doing that, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and stream this, you know. So I don't have anything, yeah. I didn't have anything else to do right now. So I figured I'd stream flying down to Wilmington. Look at the airliner. See him? The airliner going in to land in Atlantic City. That's pretty cool. I've never watched it before. Watch an airliner land. If we can. Yeah. You're my most loyal follower. That's full. I've never sat here and watched one land. We just finished a weekend up here at Atlantic City gambling. We're on our way down to Wilmington, North Carolina now. Head down there for the beach. Yeah, I swore I had the Orthos for this, but once we get southern, closer to like Egg Harbor. Hey Demetrius, how's it going, man? Once we get closer to like Egg Harbor, we should run into the Ortho. The X-Plane's been wacky, man. It's ever since that update. Like, I can't even run weather now because if I run any kind of weather, it's just, my frames jump between 25 and 16 frames per second. And I'm just like, ugh. I can't stand it. It's not my computer because everything else I play works fine. I haven't had any good luck with the update. I think I'm gonna get exit Viro in the next couple of weeks. I cannot fly a DC-8 because I'm flying the Eclipse down to Wilmington. The only aircraft, the only commercial airliners we have are the 737, the 747, and the MD-82. And I don't really fly commercial airliners. They're boring. Yeah, but now I'm upped it up to like 235 gigs of ortho scenery now. So it's all of Virginia, most of North Carolina, well, eastern North Carolina, and then well, see, the only reason I want to get X Enviro for is because they say you actually get better frame rates when you have the weather on with X Enviro. See, it should not be using up 50% of my CPU with an i7-6700. And it's crazy. I'll show you. I'll show you all the orthos that I have. So if I go to the Earth tile map right here, so these are all the ones I have for Europe, all these. And if I go over to the United States, that's all I have for the United States so far. So we're flying. Nope. So Atlantic City would be here, so I have to get into Delaware before we hit the Orthos. I thought I had this part of New Jersey. And then we're flying down here to Wilmington. So I don't have anything west. I do have Japan, of course. It's part of Japan, so yeah, but zoom level 17, man. Takes up a huge amount of space. 235 gigs, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna run SSDs for everything. My goal was to have every time I get paid, just pick up like an SSD, like a 1 terabyte SSD or something like that. Or once a month, just buy an SSD or something. Well, I haven't even put the SSD in this computer yet because it's the ROG. And I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I don't want to crack open the case and mess something up, So I'm just going to wait and get, like I said, that Asus Prime 270 Plus motherboard. Luna's problem. Here's what Luna's problem is. Luna's problem is he uses all three of his monitors. You know, he has OBS in his left monitor. He has he has OBS in his right monitor. He has YouTube in his left monitor, so he can watch what people are saying. He has X-Plane in his middle monitor. And that's why his screen's so jerky, I think, because he runs all his monitors on a GTX 1070. I mean, that probably wouldn't be a problem. See, Mo doesn't run it. Mo runs, he runs a single monitor when he streams, and then he watches the chat on a laptop. Well, I mean, I don't think it screws up the FPS. I think it just, it makes his screen all jittery. Like, you see how smooth mine is when I turn? His jumps. His does that number when he turns. And that's annoying. See, now I'm getting 30 frames a second, so I'm trying to climb up here to 25,000 feet so I can just get in the cruise mode, pick up some speed, because right now it only says we're an hour and 14 minutes out. So yeah, see, here's the Ortho Taj. You can see we picked that up. This is in Delaware. So right down below us right now is Egg Harbor, New Jersey. Once we get over, that's all Ortho right there. Yeah, I just think he runs too much at the same time he's trying to stream. That's one of the reasons it's one of the main reasons I went to restream, so I wouldn't have to look at, you know, I wouldn't have to run YouTube in a separate window to see what people are saying. And see, he, not only does he have his OBS on in the other monitor, but he's also watching his stream on YouTube at the same time he's streaming it from his PC. I'm just like, he's not using a capture card and streaming it to another PC. I think that's what his problem is. Because if you watch that left monitor on his stream, and when he's streaming, if you look at the webcam, look at his left monitor, he's streaming. I mean, he's watching his own YouTube video. You can't do that. It's weird. It's just weird. I mean, like y'all see, I mean, this is the only thing I use for my chat, so. That's restream. The only thing I have on my other monitor, OBS is minimized. I have Discord open. I have the restream chat, which is right here. And I have Sky Vector open. That's it. I don't have a bunch of stuff open. Yeah, man, what have you been up to? I haven't streamed in like a week. I haven't talked to you guys. It's like I might sit in the back seat for this one. Oh, look, there's a turbine. Don't really ride a lot back here. It'd be cool, you know, if they had like little TVs in these headrests. Or a little flip down TV screen. Same old thing. Is that bad? Man, that's gonna be, it was like, it's been 85 degrees here the last 2 days. Hey, Riga, man, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's been like 85 degrees here for the past 2 days. I'm dying, man. That's like 20, that's like, what, 27 Celsius, 28 Celsius for you Celsius types, metric types. And then now today it's been raining. It's gonna be raining like for the next 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Oh, it snowed today? Wow. It'll be hot there soon, yeah. Colorado gets pretty hot too. Y'all just don't get the humidity. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not that hot today, Rika. And that was yesterday and Thursday. Thursday and Friday it was 85 here, or 27 Celsius, 28 Celsius. It's not even summertime here yet. Let's take a look at this Ortho here in Delaware. This is northern Delaware. Not so much to see. We're going to be flying down the, pretty much down the coast. So we'll fly down the coast of Delaware. We'll hit Maryland, go into Virginia. You know, just the east coast of those states. So we'll be crossing through. We just left New Jersey. We'll be Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina. So for 5 states. Yeah, man, it's pretty. Yeah, the coastline is really nice. I'll probably turn my beacons on, strobes on. I think I have my beacons on. And I didn't turn my generators on, so I lost my avionics. I'll be back on in a second though. Always make sure you turn your generators on. Nope, haven't done the giveaway stream yet. I've been busy. I didn't stream at all week long. But I think depending on how things go this week, I may stream an hour. You know, I've been caught up in. Well, here it is. Okay, so I work 10 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week. And I'm supposed to give Aerobask an hour, a 24-hour notice before I give away. Before I do the giveaway. And I'm also working on the chart system for Aerobask's aircraft. So I've got a lot of things going on, and just I'm still going to do the giveaway. I just got to find time to do it. And then I have to remember to let Aerobask know that I'm going to do the giveaway. So, there's the Delaware coastline. We have less than an hour until we get to Wilmington, so we're going to be crossing 5 states in less than an hour. I think one of the streams I'm going to do is, I want to do like a ferry flight. But it's not going to be all ortho because, you know, space restrictions here. Yeah, that's Wilmington International down in North Carolina. I was going to move to Wilmington. I work as a land surveyor. So I was going to move to Wilmington and do land surveying down there. Because the houses are a lot cheaper than down there than where I live at. The house up here costs about $400,000 on average. Down there it's about $250,000. Do some aerobatics. What, in this?
Autopilot disconnect.
What, like this? We do some aerobatics. Okay. Okay, we did a roll. Is that good enough? do some acrobatics. I did. Oh, acrobatics. I thought you said aerobatics. I was like, okay. There's a plane in front of me somewhere. I don't see it. It's going past me now. It is above me by 1,800 feet. Oh, they're creating a tornado for X-Plane 11? I didn't know they were doing that. I was looking at that F-18 because somebody was like, you know, they were swearing up and down that you can get an F-18 for X-Plane 11, but I looked at the one they were talking about, and it's only for X-Plane 10. And it really doesn't look that good. Oh yeah, I know. I looked at the F-18 for X-Plane 10, but it's not compatible with I don't think it's compatible with X-Plane 11. Yeah. Which plane's not you, Scott? There's my phone going off. I really don't like flying any of these jets, the military jets. I like flying the Eclipse because it gets you where you want to go pretty fast. I really like flying the Panthera. That's probably my favorite plane to fly. And then I still like flying the Victory every once in a while. It just depends on where I'm flying to. Oh. I'm going to be doing some things different pretty soon. Like I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to start flying on Pilot Edge next couple weeks, and it's just going to be straight Pilot Edge from there on. So I think Mo is supposed to be getting back into Pilot Edge too. He doesn't really live stream, but he said he'd go over to it so we could all fly a multiplayer, and stream multiplayer, fly together and stuff. Which is pretty cool because you can get together with all your buddies and just do a fly-in, you know, a live stream, and just do a fly-in somewhere. Yeah, I like Pilot Edge. I did a 14-day free trial. I liked it pretty much. It's expensive, and it doesn't cover the entire United States. Like, it only covers California, and then also if you're paying the $20 a month for, you know, if you're paying the $20 a month subscription, I think you also get it's called the quote-unquote the Western expansion, which it only gives you Oregon and Washington State. So, you know, if you like flying on the West Coast, it's pretty good. But the ATC guys and the air, you know, they're good on Pilot Edge. They're good on VATSIM as well. The only thing with VATSIM is they're not always there, and it's always changing. You know. So you pretty much know on Pilot Edge somebody's going to be there all the time. Oh yeah? I've never done much flying in Michigan. I think one of the things I was going to do. VATSIM's awesome if you fly in Europe. So, because I look online, when I look at VATSIM's server and see what ATCs are running and stuff like that, there's always people in Europe for ATC. Not so much in the United States though. The big airports, like I think there's New York, like LaGuardia has an ATC, in Atlanta, and usually San Francisco or LAX has an ATC, and that's about it. Yeah. My kids just got home. Running around making a bunch of noise. So we're pretty much going to fly down the eastern shore. It looks like we're just going to fly down the eastern shore of here. I should have copied and pasted all this stuff from so I copy and paste this stuff into Sky Vector. If I can get this stuff in here, I'll show you on Sky Vector what our route looks like here. Okay, so I've got this in Sky Vector now. So I'll just go ahead and give y'all a real quick look at what we're doing, or what our route looks like. So we are currently flying the Dunphy to Calda on the J121. So this is our route we took off from Atlantic City, and pretty much right now we're over the eastern shore of Maryland. I don't know what this point is here. This is something, I don't know what it is. Yep. We'll fly straight down the eastern shore of Virginia. Cross over and we'll hit Norfolk. And fly down the coast, well, not really coastal North Carolina, but I can only give one away. It's either going to be that, whoever gets it is going to have to pick whether they want the Panthera or this. See what I'm saying? It goes from 30. We were just streaming at 30 frames a second, and it drops down to 4 frames a second. That's crazy. Some of the craziness. Give it to Riga. I don't think Riga likes Aerobask though. Oh, for giving away the Aerobask, it's just going to be to my subscribers. That's it. I only have 123, so it's not like Luna. He did it. See, what he did is he gave it away to the people that went his live stream. Apparently, there's a guy in his live stream that didn't win. He got mad and started sending, threats about hacking Luna's account and stuff like that. just because he didn't win. I'm like, dude, there's like so many people watching, and I don't even know what he gave away. See, the thing is, when I do this Aerobask giveaway, you have to be registered on the xplane.org store, because if you're not registered in the store, Aerobask can't send you the aircraft. So. Oh, he gave away a copy of X-Plane 11? Oh, making a turn. We're going to now. We're on the J209 headed for Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't enter anything for something I already have. But like I might get the Cytec X52 Pro, and I might give away my HOTAS X, but nobody wants a HOTAS X. So I'll just see what the interest is, and if anybody wants it, I'll give it away. The HOTAS X, I mean, it's pretty cheap. You can get these things for $50. So. Have you've got one of those Microsoft Surfaces, Riga? You just use an Xbox controller for X-Plane? That's crazy. I have an Xbox One controller sitting right here in front of me. I don't use it. Alright, so this is the eastern shore of Virginia here. And up there would be like Tangier Island and stuff. So this is Norfolk Airport right here. This is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. So it runs a tunnel / bridge that runs from the eastern shore down to the northern part of Virginia Beach here. And then there's Virginia Beach waterfront there. So we're pretty much halfway through our flight already. They were giving a $100 gift card for what? The Warthog? Yep, Chicks Beach. That's right. That's right there. Oh, Chicks Beach. Chicks Beach. Oh, okay. So that's a $100 gift card for anything at a real flight store. Yeah, good old Chicks Beach. You know, I got $1. I got an email from Google because I have, because I have both a subscription to Google Play Music. I have a subscription to Google Play Music, and I also have YouTube Red. And Google always sends me all kinds of like free discounts and stuff like that. So I've got discounted movie rental for like $1.49. And every time, somebody says something about England, I always, because I love the Peter O'Toole and Hound of the Baskervilles. So I'm gonna look on Google and see if I can rent that. So I love that movie. Oh, Regan, you made a good point there, because see, I was gonna send my i7 920 and all that hardware to a buddy of mine in Newcastle, right? And to send a 5-pound box from the United States to Newcastle is $80 just to send the box, 5-pound box. That's crazy. $80 in shipping, and then you have to insure it. There's Oceana Naval Air Station right there. There's Virginia Beach Boulevard. They said the United States Postal Service was the cheapest. But, yeah, just for a 5-pound box. Yeah, there's Virginia Beach Boulevard right here. Takes you down to the Strip. Atlantic Boulevard right there. There's the First Street Jetty, world-class surfing right there. Right there's Reedy Inlet and First Street Jetty's right there. That's where they have the East Coast Surfing Championship every year. Here's the long ribbon of the Outer Banks here. There's what is this? Is it Sanford? What is south of Reedy Inlet? What is this called? It's Sanford, I think. Sandbridge. That's it. Sandbridge. So Sandbridge, the only places we ever have shark attacks in Virginia, are right here at Sandbridge. We never had any shark attacks north of Reedy Inlet. We've only had shark attacks in Virginia here. No idea why we're making this turn to the west to fly south, but whatever. This area right here in front of us, about to fly over, is the Great Dismal Swamp. I think that's Chesapeake. No, that's not Chesapeake Airport. What is that? Can I look at it? Chesapeake Airport's over here somewhere. KCPK. That might actually get right there. Yeah, but this is all part of the Intercoastal Waterway. Right here. These canals and stuff. They'll run down through here. Why am I picking up a freaking outer marker beacon? I don't have my radio turned or anything. But we're definitely hauling ass. It's only taking us an hour and 15 minutes to get from Atlantic City to Wilmington. Yeah, I don't much like Virginia Beach so much. I go there because it's close, but I'd much rather go to like the Outer Banks somewhere. Like, see, 'cause the Outer Banks are out here. I'd much rather go out there. The Virginia Beach is too touristy. Or Elizabeth City out there. Yeah, I had the great decision, Scott, when I know you were in the Air Force, right? When I went to go join the Army, I was just trying to decide whether to join the Army or join the Coast Guard. And I was like, well, I can walk a lot further than I can swim, so that's what made me decide to join the Army instead of living joining the Coast Guard. Have I ever lived on the West Coast? No. Never lived on the West Coast. The only place outside of Virginia that I lived in was New Jersey. So. My family's been in Virginia forever. My family came to Virginia in 1635, so they came into Jamestown. 1635. My family's been here ever since. There's the Albemarle River, and Albemarle Sound there. So now on the J121 to Weaver. Be in about 9 minutes. I kind of wish I'd joined the Coast Guard now, you know, because I could have got, you know, Elizabeth City has a Coast Guard station. That's right there. That's its airport right there. It's Elizabeth City Coast Guard air station right there. And they have that Coast Guard base. They have the Coast Guard station down at Oregon Inlet on the Outer Banks. They have the one at Fort Story in Virginia. I was just young and stupid. You know, my dad had been in the Army, my grandfather had been in the Army, so. Yeah, the Coast Guard in the United States really isn't a military style thing anyways. I mean, the Coast Guard falls under Department of the Navy. But it's more like a maritime rescue type of gig. Go out and rescue people that are sick on ships, so you go out and ship that's stranded or floundering in heavy seas. You go out and rescue the crews and stuff like that. The Mayflower, Madame. No, if you're talking about the Mayflower, that's up in Massachusetts. The Mayflower landed at Plymouth in Massachusetts. And that was after Jamestown. "24 more minutes and we'll be landing in Wilmington, fellas." And that's all I'm live streaming today. I was just streaming this one live streaming long today. think Rudy wants to get back on. I think Rudy wants to get back on Armor 3. So. Yeah, Jim, I went to, the last time I went to Outer Banks, man, was 2012, and I tell you, it wasn't that busy then either, man. I went in June, and, there was hardly anybody there, man. I went, the first week in June in 2012, that's the last time I went. It was hot. We were there for 7 days. They closed the beach for 3 days because of rough surf. The water was still too cold to swim. You know? So, I mean, we spent a lot of time in the Alligator River National Park when we went. It was just me and my girlfriend. And then I hope we could see some alligators in June. That's not going to happen. So, this, you know, this area here. Pretty much this river here marks the northern extent of the American alligator in the United States. So anything south of this Albemarle River right here, there's going to be alligators. So, as long as it's close to the coast. Yeah, we went to, you know, because Alligator River is National Wildlife Refuge. We went there looking for alligators. Didn't see any alligators. Didn't see any bears. And they've got signs every 50 feet. Along the road there saying don't feed the bears. Well, it costs you $60 to send a 3-kilo parcel to the United States. How many kilograms, how many pounds is that? You're gonna make me look it up now, aren't you? Damn it. No, yeah, I'm not gonna mess up this time. Actually, the thing about this plane is I can actually see when the gear's up. So, you know, I don't have to look down at the gear lever. I can just look right there on the panel. Yeah, we stayed in, I love Kitty Hawk. We stayed in Kildover Hills. And as a matter of fact, we were probably only 2 miles from the Wright Brothers Memorial. We weren't that far away from Kitty Hawk. 3. Convert mass from from kilograms to pounds. So that's 6 pounds. Yeah, I just use my phone to convert it. I have a scientific calculator on my phone. And we did a hello Berlin. Yeah, well, we went to when I went to Nag's Head in 2012. We did everything. We went down to Hatteras and rode horses on the beach, and all that good stuff. We went up and saw the horses up there in the Corolla. It just takes so long to get anywhere on the Outer Banks because it's 60 miles from Nag's Head to Hatteras. We didn't go to Ocracoke though, which is what I really wanted to do. So everybody's joining when we only have 20 minutes left in the flight. I don't know, if more people get on here, I might do something else, like maybe fly. Yeah, we did Hatteras Lighthouse. We did Bodie Island Lighthouse. We did Lighthouse up in Corolla. And of course, the Marsh Harbor Lighthouse, which is in Manio. I might fly that new area in France when I get done with this, Scott. And I'll just take the, what is it? I'll take the Panthera. Because I do have that portion of the where's the Outer Banks? The Outer Banks are the string of barrier islands that line the North Carolina coast. Yep, I went to Lost Colony. It's called the Festival Park, right there across from Manio. Yep, went there. That Festival Park, and then we actually went to the actual fort. It's on the eastern side or the northern side of Roanoke Island. Been there. Went to Elizabethan Gardens. All that. They're building a huge water park in the Outer Banks now. Should be done next year, I think. So I don't have any weather going because for some reason it kills my frames ever since this update. So we're flying to the Weaver fix right now, which is only less than a minute away. 16 seconds we'll be there. And once we get to Weaver, we'll go ahead and load our arrival for Wilmington. So we're turning now from Weaver, and we're heading for the Wilmington VOR station, which is about 97 miles away. We'll go ahead and load our arrival. There's no weather. We'll just pick something. So what's our heading right now? We're heading 213. Now, I didn't actually stay to watch the play. I know they do one at the Elizabethan Gardens. We'll do the ILS runway 24 and we'll take the Y. Because why not? Transition. ILM is going to be our singing here. So let's make sure it loaded everything right. So it looks like it loaded it. Yeah, it loaded it right for once. We're going to be flying over to Fayetteville in a few minutes. I used to live there, Fayetteville. I think that's New Bern. New Bern, North Carolina. Blackbeard used to live there. He'd park his pirate ship at the docks and everything. Walk up to his house and he got his royal pardon before he went back on his pardon. Yeah, I think the last 2 days of we were there, man, we were just so burnt out from driving. We had driven down to Hatteras a couple of times and driven up to Corolla a couple of times, and we were just so tired of driving. We just didn't want to do anything else. Then we had to drive from, Kildare Hills back up to Fredericksburg, which is where I was living at the time. That's in Northern Virginia. Nope, I've never been to Wilmington. Like I was telling the guys earlier, I'm a land surveyor by trade, even though I love web development, but I worked as a web developer, and I just couldn't stand sitting in the office all the time. I started getting fat, man. And I was like, man, I used to run. I blew up my knee last spring when I was training for 5K, and I was going to run the half marathon. And I messed up my knee, so I had to stop running. And getting old, man. But yeah, we had talked about moving to Wilmington because the houses are cheaper, and I can still survey down there. Everywhere you go, you need a surveyor. So, yeah. Never turned out though. Never left. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, if the Army would pay for my private pilot's license, I'd have a pilot's license by now. But they won't. I mean, after last year, January 2016, they stopped paying for your private pilot's license with your GI Bill unless you were going for an aviation degree. But the thing is messed up, and I think I've said this a couple times before on my stream, that you can't use your GI Bill money to pay for your private pilot's license, but you can use your GI Bill money to pay for your IFR training and your IFR, all your IFR stuff for your license. You use it to pay for your multi-engine. Get to pay for your commercial license. I think there's a high performance license too. Isn't there like a high performance certification you have to have to fly over 200 knots? Is that? I can't remember. But I think there's a performance, like a high performance license you can get from the FAA. I have, you missed that stream. We flew one time in a live stream. Scott probably remembers it. We flew from Myrtle Beach to Wilmington. It's like a 45-minute flight or something like that. Half-hour flight. But I'd have to create the orthos for Myrtle Beach. And I'm already down to, I'll show you how much room I have on my drive. So that's how much room I have left on my 1 terabyte drive, 223 gigs. So that's all orthos that are on here. I don't have anything. I have like a couple games installed on Steam, and the rest of it's all ortho photos, ortho scenery. Anyways, like I was telling you earlier, Scott, I want to take off. I think it's an airport in one of them steep valleys in Italy. There's a steep, there's a real, steep valley in Italy, and there's an airport in there. And I want to try taking off from that airport. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look for it right now. Try taking off from that airport in Italy, and then flying to like the Matterhorn. Because I have all that ortho scenery for there, and haven't done a flight there yet. So it's kind of like southern Switzerland. It's like the Swiss-Italian border right there, and over there on the French border too. Got all that area in ortho. Okay, the airport is LSGS, Lima Sierra Golf Sierra. That's where I'm going to take off from, and we'll fly to the Matterhorn. We might land at Courchevel or something like that, depending on how far Courchevel is away. But we'll do that after we land at Wilmington, which isn't going to be very long, it looks like. See, we only have 8 minutes until we get to the VR station, so we need to go ahead and start descending. I need to go ahead and bring up the approach plate for KIM. Let's bring that out. Let's bring for our approach. I already know we're gonna have to be down at least to about 6,000 feet. So let's go ahead and begin our descent. I've been sitting here rubbing my mouth so much, forgetting I gotta land this damn thing. So let's go. Negative 1,500 feet. We'll set it to vertical speed mode. Begin our descent here. Let's pull up the approach plate for. We're doing ILS Y for ILS 24 Y. Why? Because why not? Okay, so. This is our approach plate for ILS 24. We need to be down at 1,800 feet by the time we get to Wilsey. And I don't think we're going to make it in 13 minutes. Let's see, 1,000 feet per minute for 13 minutes is 13,000 feet. We'll be down to 10,000 feet, so 1,500 feet we should be okay. 1,500 feet per second. Per minute. Yeah, can't even talk. 1,500 feet per minute descent. We should be good. We should be down close to 6,000 feet at least. But we need to be at 1,800. Which is why I pulled my throttles all the way back to try to slow down as we descend. So yeah, I'll do that in a second. So that's our only step down. We enter at Wilsey, and we have no further steps down than that. Our minimums are 226 feet, so we'll just go ahead and enter our minimums now. We don't really need it, but 226 is not going to do that. It's going to say, yeah, I guess it is. So we'll take 226 as the minimum. We'll go ahead and tune in ILS to nav. So let's get the waypoint info. Runway 24. We'll bring this up so everybody can see it. So we've selected runway 24. That's what we're landing on. We're going to set nav 1 active, and we're also going to set the OBS 1 to it. So we'll be good to go there. We don't have weather, but we'll throw ADIS in anyways. And we'll set the COM 1.
Wilmington International Information Whiskey. 2000 Zulu weather.
Okay, they say they're
Wind
landing
calm.
and departing
Visibility more than 10.
runway 35, but
Sky clear. Temperature 14. Dew point
okay, I'm not changing it
-18.
now. It's too much of a hassle to change
Altimeter
arrivals in this
2992.
aircraft.
Arriving runway 35. Departing runway
So I'll just flip
35.
this. So we're all set up. We just need to get down there. I'm probably going to increase our rate of descent to something ungodly, something like 2,500 rate of descent. Enter. Hold on, everybody. We're going for a ride, just so we can get down in time, you know. Bring the approach plate up. We're not going to go miss. We're not we're not going to do a missed approach. I hope not. But climb the 500, then turn. A missed approach procedure. So a right hand turn. Landing on runway 24. It's an 8,000-foot runway. I think I was going to do my live stream. I said when then I said we were going to do what can land on aircraft carrier. I still have to do that live stream too. Maybe I'll do that one tomorrow. We'll see what, of all the aircraft I have, which ones we can land on the aircraft carrier. We're not going to do any of the military stuff. We're not going to do the SR-71, F-4 Phantom. That's big general aviation aircraft, and maybe it won't be an airliner either, because you're just not going to land those on an aircraft carrier. You might be able to do it in GTA 5, but I don't think you can be able to do it on an X-plane. It's been 2,500 feet per minute, and we're still only down to 15,000 feet. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hopefully there's not a lot of aircraft traffic around Wilmington. Had to switch and make sure my mic wasn't muted last time. I think my mic was muted for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then somebody pointed out, is your mic muted? It's like, oh, my mic's muted. So sometimes I just mute my mic. I think I only have 12 more episodes of Battlestar Galactica to watch, Scott. Yeah, I've been on the Battlestar Galactica kick again. So we're still descending, still descending. Yeah, I haven't seen an SR-71 in real life. I watched. I was in Northern Virginia when they flew the space shuttle back on top of the 747 when they flew it to the Aerospace Museum. There's a museum out by Dulles Airport, and it's an aircraft museum. And it flew into Dulles Airport, and it was a 747 with the space shuttle on its back on top. It was pretty cool. So, like I was worried, there's a lot of aircraft around Wilmington right now. So what do we got here? We got... Let's go ahead and bring traffic up on this GTN 750. Let's see what we got in the area here.
Approaching altitude.
We have an aircraft 4,000 feet above us. We have an aircraft 600 feet above us. But it's off to our left. He's going to be no factor. This one's no factor. He is climbing, it seems. This one's way above us. we need to be down to 1,800 feet, so not leveling off yet. 2,000 negative. 2,500 negative. Okay. Full speed. So we're just checking the traffic here. It's about 48 nautical miles. Nope. We have traffic in the air, but it's not going to be any factor whatsoever. And did X-Plane just crash? X-Plane probably just crashed. Nope, it didn't crash. Nope. Is it crashing? What's it doing? And X-Plane might have crashed. Yep. X-Plane has crashed. Joy, joy. Well, that's going to end the stream because there's no sense in streaming France or continuing this stream if it's going to keep crashing. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll stream again once we figure out why X-Plane keeps crashing. But I'll see y'all later.